We are 3 weeks into Season 2 of Marvel Rivals. It's the start of May, so we have another few weeks to go before Ultron is released into the game. My name's Swords, and I thought this was a good opportunity to talk about the state of the game, things I want to see introduced to the game that keep the community hooked, and my thoughts about Strategist. The most recent patch as of this video brought in some buffs to Strategist and a few nerfs. Nerfs to Captain America's base health, Spider-Man's uppercut range, and Groot's Iron Wall are going to roll them back just a little. But I think they're going to be good picks this season still. The real treasure here in this patch are the buffs to Adam Warlock, Luna Snow, Cloak and Dagger, and Mantis. All their buffs each increase these heroes' value and contribution to the team, but are mainly a small boost in defending themselves. Adam's buff is giving him a new effect for his primary fire, which upon landing a critical hit will reduce the cooldown of his primary healing ability by 1 second. I know Quad has got to be excited about this and ready to share the new strats of the brilliance of Adam Warlock. Cloak and Dagger is getting a small buff with an increase in damage for both Cloak and Dagger's primary attacks, which is going to make it easier to defend themselves or finish off low HP targets. Luna Snow is getting a really good tweak to her damage fall off for her primary fire, increasing the fall off from 60% to 75%, which should allow her to output her max damage to targets within that range much easier. I think this is going to reward Luna players with good aim, and you might even see them able to start contributing more to team fights just a little bit, sneaking in some final hits. Mantis is also getting a buff to her primary fire, which I'm curious to see how this evolves, especially when she's damage boosted. She does 5 extra damage, which might unlock some kill combos for her when paired with her sleep ability. All of these buffs seem to be giving strategists the means to defend themselves, so it's clear what these balance changes are all trying to do. Ultimately, most teams in Marvel Rivals still need to learn how to protect their supports, stay within range of them, and think about line of sight so that they don't overextend and that they can continue to get healed. It's important to remember that our community as a whole is still growing and still learning the game together. So over time, I think some of the issues we're seeing now, players will feel adapted to and understand how to play against as time goes on. The most important thing you as a player should take away from this patch is that the devs are listening to you. Your opinion matters and they are taking your feedback seriously. These devs are paying attention to their community and making changes they feel necessary. I don't think we would have seen these changes if not for the voice of the community. While these changes may address some issues in the game, it's yet to be seen how this will affect the meta. In the current state of the game, we're seeing a few different things right now. Human Torch, Iron Fist, and Groot are arguably some of the strongest picks right now. So they are seeing bans in a majority of my games. I'd be curious to see who's getting banned in your games too, so let me know in the comments below. Right now, I'm like high diamond on PC, approaching Grandmaster. From what I understand this season, Human Torch is an absolute menace when Hela is banned, and even with Hela, he's mostly uncontested in the sky, able to trickle down your team and punish you for taking cover around corners. Iron Fist is in the best state I've ever seen right now, being a capable hero in a lot of different situations. He is able to heal himself fully with overhealth on top, blocking attacks for extra health, escaping most situations, and he can competently fight almost any hero besides Emma. It's no wonder why I usually see strategist players wanting him banned. As for Groot, he can be a real menace, using his walls to split off enemies, blocking their healing, and letting their team finish them off. Personally, Groot is my personal ban pick. He is always banned if I am in the game. Get him out of here. I do not want this man blocking me off from my healers and using his ultimate to bunch my team together so his duelists can wipe my team. Despite Groot being really strong, the real highlight of this season that I don't see enough people talking about is Emma Frost. I think Emma fits really good into this game right now. And for what I'm seeing, she's becoming the staple for Vanguard. She has a strong range attack once it's ramped up that can do consistent damage. She's got a shield that she can place in any direction, which you can use for a variety of things to block off enemy healing or block off enemy ultimates. She's got an ability that can delete a fourth of their opponent's health, which is great against Vanguards, and she's got strong counterplay options against dive heroes that make her a great brawler and anchor to the team. I was curious to see her pick rate this season in competitive, so I looked on the tracker, and she's got a 40% pick rate, which is insane. Next to her is Magneto and Doctor Strange, for Vanguard. with an 18 and 16% pick rate in Season 2. Now, I know Emma Frost is a new hero, so of course it's going to be a bit higher, but these are stats just for competitive. This is insane, y'all. I know she's the new hero right now, but 40% is crazy high. I can understand why players are picking her. I don't know if it's that other Vanguards just don't feel as fun, but I just feel like you can get so much value out of Emma Frost right now across her entire kit. I can see some nerfs coming to her in the future, for sure, but I hope she can hold on to this place that she's got right now and stay where she's at in the roster, because the game needs a character like her who has a lot of options for different scenarios against all these sorts of heroes. And hey, if you want to see some good Emma Frost gameplay, I've been playing her on stream over on Twitch at 4 p.m. Eastern, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I appreciate anyone that comes through the stream, leaves a follow, please come through chat with me. Okay, now, promo aside. The new team-ups this season I thought would be significant haven't shaken things up too much. I was hoping to see Scarlet Witch step into the spotlight with her team-up with Doctor Strange, but Doctor Strange has been struggling a lot this season. So Scarlet Witch isn't popping off. I know the developers just gave him a buff to his ultimate to help him get it faster. The nerfs to his damage just don't justify him a better pick than some heroes right now. All Doctor Strange is right now is a last minute pick to reach the objective in overtime. And unfortunately, I think he's going to stay at this low sort of strength for the rest of the season, even with the Scarlet team up. Psylocke is the real winner for team ups this season, in my opinion. In the right hands, I truly think this team up that allows her to use her clones effectively is a powerful ability to help her get picks and directly increase her damage. I actually made a whole guide on how to use Psylocke's clones, so you should totally check that out. Magneto, on the other hand, I don't feel players have really figured out how to use his clones best. The clone is active only for a few seconds with the long cooldown, and Magneto is more of a tanky, bulky guy, and his attacks have a slower fire rate. So it's difficult to say when it's best to use this team up for offensive or defensive plays. I still haven't figured it out quite yet myself, but I'm still playing around with it. I'm curious to see if this changes in the future. The team up with Namor, I think, is okay. I think that the old team up with Luna was a bit better because of the slow, but the extra damage can be nice using a Gamma Squid, I guess, if you're using it for a specific threat. The Gamma Squids give a clear indicator where you're being attacked from, though, and I feel like players are getting a bit more aware of that, so they're getting used to shooting those squids or blocking off that damage, which I guess is a good sign to see for the community. Moving on, let's talk about what I want to see added to Marvel Rivals now that it's been some time since the game's release. With Ultron coming at the end of May, I think it'd be a great opportunity for us to get an early test period with Ultron before his release. I think it would bring a lot of players to the game and build up some excitement for the second half of Season 2, giving the developers time for community feedback and making any finishing adjustments. With heroes coming every other month after Season 2, I think this is a cool thing to do. That would keep players engaged and excited for hero releases. In addition to that, I really want to see the devs introduce more tools for the community to make its own content, similar to how Overwatch has its own workshop mode. I want to see more options that expand upon the custom games, letting players have more freedom and options, like 6 Adam Warlocks versus 6 Lokis or something. Seeing the devs pick like a favorite custom game mode every other week or so. That'd be really cool, getting the community more directly involved. If they really want this to be a casual game, then we need to, see more casual game modes. Seeing other cool game modes made completely new from the community would be amazing for the game, but I know something like that would probably take a lot of time to cook. I know the devs are working on experimental modes behind the scenes, as indicated in the most recent development diary, but will we see anything with that this season? The main thing I want to see is more engaging game modes outside of quick play and competitive. I know the devs are releasing some fun arcade style modes as limited time events every few weeks, but I like to see other permanent alternatives when you want to play Rivals but just want to chill. Those are my thoughts so far this season, but what are yours? Let me know in the comments below how this season's treating you and what you want to see added to the game. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more content. Take it easy and peace out.